some of the independent copper producers have been purchased, I guess. So there's what's left, Sandfire and BHP. With copper, like that's had quite a bit of an uptick, although,
Well, it hasn't really. I mean, it was an uptick from the $3 something to $4, but it went right to $5.
Right, and it's come
and
back
now
to
it's
$4.
back to about $4.10 or $4.15 or something.
Yeah.
So obviously that has its effect on copper stocks.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the reason for that, I mean, it is a transition metal, will be heavily used.
It's a transition metal.
Yeah.
Really?
In the energy transition.
I would have thought it's
because it's used in
batteries.
It's used in everything electrical, EVs and things. They use more copper than a conventional car.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So, and all sorts of things. As you electrify the economy, you need more and more copper.
Yeah.
So we need copper, but the thing is that at the moment, a lot of the extra copper, which might be needed and would be affecting the share price, is offset by reduced demand at the moment in China, because China is the largest copper consumer.
Yeah.
And I suppose when China catches a bit of a cold or a bit of a slowdown, that impacts the copper demand and the price goes down. So for the moment, the copper price has been very disappointing.
It has been, but would you say that BHP is a better exposure for people looking to copper than, say, a pure play like Sandfire? Because BHP obviously has, iron ore and...
Yeah. Well, I mean, the work I've done on BHP in the past shows that it's actually very leveraged.
Yeah.
So an increase in this to $5 then on to $6 makes a massive effect on BHP's earnings.
Yeah.
So provided the iron ore price...
That's one of the real sort of benefits of owning BHP.
I think it's got the largest resources in the world of copper.
Yeah, best can beat.
And it's probably about the second largest producer in the world. So, but of course it's not a pure play, but it's still very leveraged to copper.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. I mean, Sandfire is a way of playing it as well, but it is a pure play, but it's also a more expensive way and high risk, and so forth.
Well, I mean, I think for anyone interested, we cover BHP in our blue chip publication, and we've written about that stock recently. But I'd add that all your circumstances are different, and looking at each stock is the key. But diversification is what we promote at Under the Radar Report, and it's never more important than in resources. But I guess the point is to really get to know these stocks and to read Peter's research, because commodities really can change your life. Yeah. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, Richard.
Okay.
Bye.